Hello everyone! Welcome back to Disco Elysium! Really excited to be back. Back here in Revershaw with everybody. Even if it's just for a little bit. It's getting set up. Come back, mouse. Hello, Sad Cat! Welcome! Congrats on being first! Welcome, welcome! I'm streaming a bit earlier today, so I don't know how many people we'll have, but I'm excited to be here. Other stream elements. Let us go to whatever save I was trying to go for. I think this is the one I want. Just making sure we're all set up. All looking good? Okay, okay. Making you're streaming way before. So I'm really excited to be back with a little bit more Disco Elysium. I felt like well, I'm happy you're here. I'm happy you're here. I was after I finished last time, I felt a bit like sad because after every session of Disco Elysium I sort of needed to process stuff a little bit. And so then after I finished, I felt sad because I still kind of wanted to discuss the stuff I was still sort of processing. And there's still a lot more thoughts I had on the game, especially as I started going into started looking into the stuff more of the stuff I missed and the different political vision quests. A lot of content, lots and lots of content to think about and talk about. But I'm glad I have an excuse to come back a bit now, because we're going to try and get some of the new achievements. So when the achievements came out, I got a few of them. I got a few of the obvious ones. But then I couldn't figure out how to get some of the other ones. So I waited for a little bit and I thought, let's just stream getting all the ones I can. Since I only have my one file, I think it's going to be... You might have to take some drugs to try to get some of these physique ones. Might have to indulge in some steroids to get these stats up a little bit, but I think we're okay for like authority and such. And everybody who got mad at me for not spending my skill points, look at all this. This is great. This is really great for when you want to come back and get achievements, having all these skill points in your back pocket all the time. Good day. So I think I'm gonna get my list up just so I don't forget. Make a little dough. This up. Grab that. Okay. So I think the first one we can get pretty easily. You might put an extra point in, or I'll just wear clothing. Trying to show you're listening. Thank you. What am I wearing? I have those. I'm not sure what else. Oh, I probably have put that on. I think we have just about enough authority to do this one. Reaction speed, that'll be good to have in a bit. There's a postcard I never sold, I guess. That's minus authority, okay. But I believe we just...
Yes?
We're gonna do the...
What about me?
Tell me a secret about yourself.
No.
Oh yeah. Getting into the pose. Well, hello, Splaggy. Thank you, thank you.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips.
There they
but
go.
They refuse the order. Something is paralyzing them. You're pretty sure it has something to do with the lieutenant's eyebrow. The eyebrow is exercising psionic control over you. It's like you're locked down.
What's happening to me?
Something the matter, detective?
Goddamn right
There we go.
something's the matter. Lieutenant Eyebrow here thinks he can shut you down like some browless freak. Thinks you're just going to lie back and take it. Let's show him. Raise your brow high, up to high noon.
High noon. You sure you want to do this, Kim?
After decades unchallenged, the lieutenant's reaction is a bit slow. But he's not letting you have this. Not for a second. This could get ugly. Now counter his counter. Brow to the troposphere. Full hoist.
Seems dangerous. What if someone gets hurt?
Too late, the die is cast. This is street-style brow fighting. Two of a kind, but one won't survive.
Gradually turn your head and let your brows rise untethered. Yeah, I wanted to look down.
The lieutenant anticipates your move, but can neither deflect nor parry your counter
Shaking.
assault. A single drop of sweat trickles down his cheek.
I'm shaking. Hold steady.
It's as if the entire world is frozen solid in awe of this great clash of brows. Nothing exists outside this moment. An almost imperceptible snap inside the lieutenant. His shoulders relax, his eyebrow casually descending as he tries his best to look relaxed. Nonchalant even.
Welcome.
A graceful retreat. So smooth, you'd almost think there was no battle at all. There, you've breached his defenses. His secrets are yours.
All right. I guess there is one thing.
What's the thing, Kim?
I have, on a few occasions, when I was young and foolish, smoked hemp.
Smoked. What?
The hemp. Cannabis. Is that secret enough for you?
Kim.
It's not a big deal. I don't do it anymore. But it happened a few times in my 20s.
We should hit a blunt sometime.
How about we hit the crime we came here for instead? And by hit, I mean solve it. Solve it hard.
Aw, Kim.
Besides, those days are long behind me.
You know I have to take this to internal affairs, don't you, Lieutenant?
Of course. Here's my gun and badge. They'll put me in the chaise for this. But it feels good to have it off my chest.
You brought this on yourself.
All I ask is the chance to close this final case, so I can go to the chaise with a clean conscience. That's all. I'm living on borrowed time.
That's all for now.
Good. Let's change the subject.
Yeah, and we're not gonna talk about the boots. Not even now. How is everybody? I'm good. Oh, I got a new water bottle. With a straw. So I don't have to use the big clunky metal one all the time now. I can drink silently. Yeah. Now let's go find the pinball machine. Oh, I guess I could have fast traveled. Hello, Jacob. Welcome. Actually, it's a little soap flavored because I washed it out, but it's a little hard to wash out straws properly, it seems. It still tastes a bit like dish soap. Right, what was I doing? Oh, yeah. Fast travel. And now we can find a pinball machine to play. That's the second Chivo. So we're just gonna go right up here to the secret door. And then down here. Oh, I guess I missed the... Oh, 5 real. I really missed that before? Maybe that's new to go with this. Now we're gonna... I want to put my favorite hat back on. And... can't remember what I need for this. I mean, we don't need something, but what's the optional stat? Reaction speed. Okay, it is reaction speed, so I will put these on for the moment. I don't think... It's minus reaction speed. I don't think I had anything else, because I got rid of the hat, unfortunately, which is my only other... Oh, that's reaction speed. Okay. Come on. They go. There we go. Fortunately, my reaction speed's not great, but maybe we can win this time. I lost it the first time.
Over there, in the corner.
The pinball machine?
Not just any pinball machine. This is the pinnacle of pinball. Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats. It's lit. You can't wait to get your hands on it. Lit. A phrase almost synonymous with the Insulindian pinball scene. Any pinball scene, really.
Kim, are you seeing what I'm seeing?
The pinball machine. Gordy's Goats. A classic.
Oh, it's more than just a classic. A must-play. All serious pinballers have attempted a tempo run.
Tempo Run. Oh, hi, Too Lazy to Name. Wait, you've played it?
A little.
Feels like a lot. Too much to play it again.
Aw, too much. Let's take a closer look.
Ah, great.
Lieutenant size.
Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats reads the golden lettering on top of the back box. There's a small column of text underneath. The machine is coin-operated. Get the game on, Fingerboy. Those flippers are ready.
Ooh. So maybe that box is a new one. I mean, I might have missed it before, but maybe it is new, just in case you somehow don't have 1 real. Let's lean closer to read the text.
Above the painting of a mustached man climbing a hill, a column reads, inspired by the legend of Cornelius Gordy, taken on the world's tallest peak, Corpus Windy. The Mesk legend holds that when the nation is in danger, heroic Gordy shall return and save his people.
Inspect the playing field.
The theme of the game is to explore Gordy's climb through the perspective of goats and to ascend to the top of the mountain in a time of trouble. The peak of the mountain is at the top of the playfield. All the balls have small goat icons on them and represent the goats as they race up and down the mountain.
Oh, cute.
Areas around the playfield represent Gordy's climb, places he was said to have camped, which the goats can discover. Get them to the summit.
What's with all the goats?
Indeed. Think of them as balls.
See. Insert coin. Oh,
It
look at
takes
it
a
go.
while to get into a rhythm, but pretty soon you're able to keep 3 goat-faced balls in play with relative ease.
I think Kim's hatred of pinball is some of the most amazing characterization I've ever seen in a game.
Go, go, Fingerboy.
Finger boy.
I feel sorry for the goats. If they only knew the kind of guy old Cornelius really was.
Wait, what kind of guy was he then?
The kind of a guy who uses the word savages a lot when recounting his travels. A masked nationalist.
Ugh. A racist mountaineer?
An avid huntsman too. He was often photographed in his dining hall, surrounded by wall-mounted hunting trophies from every continent.
That is not cool.
He also hit his wife
Ugh.
and kids. Other people's kids too. Sometimes pets. hateful little man. But you seem to be having fun.
He nods at the machine. I'm pretty good at this.
Your game is definitely improving. The jolly goats are flying all over the board, and although a few plummet to their deaths, you're never left with less than 3. Suddenly, a special passage leading to the summit slides open at the top of the board. This is where the balls need to go.
Concentrate and aim for the narrow passage.
Maneuvering a goat ball into a position for a perfect hit isn't easy. More fall to their deaths. But finally, the opportunity presents itself. One of them gets through. Tiny hammer shatters something inside the machine. Something glass.
Ooh,
An ampoule? The last one.
last one.
The words "pale rupture" light up on the speaker panel, and the machine starts filling with a thick, milky fog. Something's happening.
Congratulations. This is where the game ends. It's a cheap way of getting more money out of the players. A stupid, nihilistic finale.
I've never I barely played on like a real pinball machine. I really liked Pokemon Pinball on the Game Boy though, but I didn't know I never knew that there was like an ending.
There's so much fog, you can barely see anything. Some is actually leaking out of the machine, and one by one, your goats start slipping, disappearing into the milky nothingness. Lucky goats, the fog looks soft and inviting.
Land Empire.
This can be navigated. The balls leave almost imperceptible disruptions in the fog. Use them to calculate where they hit next. The amount of focus it takes to predict when a ball goat is in striking range is staggering, but it can be done. Focus. You're down to your last goat, going mostly by sound. Eyes are useless at this point, but that goat is something special. 5 times you snatch him back from the jaws of death.
One little goat.
You're in a perfectly balanced system where neither you nor the pal is able to get the upper hand. This could go on forever.
Kim, it can be done. Just watch.
I am. I've seen it before. Played it too. You will eventually make a mistake and then it's all over.
I don't know what understand ball games comes from, but we got up to 72. Let's go.
With
Yeah!
automation-like precision, you keep the final goat ball in play, reacting to the tiniest stimuli, floating in the flow state. The fog is clearing, and suddenly, the old speaker crackles. Gordy Ball is lit.
Huh?
A panel opens up at the top of the playfield, and a new ball charges downhill. It's larger than the goats and matte black. Cornelius spell the white letters running across the equator.
Oh my gosh. I guess he never got to this point either.
So violent is its descent, it immediately knocks the last goat into the abyss.
Oh no!
Then proceeds to bounce all across the board as if carried by some demonic otherworldly inertia. High score, announce the speakers, and the whole machine lights up. Then the flippers retract, leaving a perfect opening for the Gordy Ball to join the goats backstage. Cornelius vanishes, and the machine powers off.
That's amazing.
The lieutenant mumbles. He sounds a little out of breath. I think I won, Kim.
You didn't just win. No one I know has ever beaten Gordy's goats. That is a monumental achievement, Detective.
He really sounds impressed. Who's the king of pinball, Kim?
Congratulations, Your Highness. That was really impressive.
Oh,
The machine needs a good service before anyone else can even attempt it again.
I think it's time to move on.
Yes. Good times.
The lieutenant gives Cornelius, Gertie, and the mountain goats one last look.
Once again, the machine becomes one with the dust and the darkness. Life has left it, unlikely to ever return.
Oh. Okay, that was definitely worth trying to beat that check, because I lost it. I lost it when I was actually getting the achievement before. And I think that you just lose and the machine shuts off, and it's kind of sad. And I'm pretty sure Kim was like, ugh, pinball. Oh, but that was so worth it. What pants was I wearing before? Just the boring ones? I want to get the ugly ones off. Okay. Then I want my... I don't like low encyclopedia. Put those back on. Okay, so now we'll get... Well, we still have Kim, because we're going to have to get rid of him for some of these. But while we still have him... we are going to try and get the... what's it called? My list here. Leopard mindset achievement. Click save. And for this, for Leopard mindset, we need 8 electrochemistry apparently. And that's a bit of a problem. But we have the most powerful drug of all. Just gonna, oops. Let me out. There we go. There we go. Very powerful, very, very powerful steroids there. Now let's get back here. Oh, I guess actually I should have gone to the church. Go to church quickly. And hopefully this will let us interact now. Or I couldn't. Go somewhere here. Oh. Oh, there we go.
There's something feral crouched between the rocks.
Something feral?
Something primal. Something forbidden. Back away. Very slowly.
Where is it?
There. By the water. Intriguing.
Guess I can't say anything else. Did you just cheat despite having like 8 points? Hi, cool side. Well, we needed 8 electrochemistry and I only had 2. I only had max of 2, so we could only have gone to 4. Maybe with the clothing, but we're gonna need extra points and other things. Got it. Let's see. Leopard bodysuit. Oh, it's an interactable? We can't wear it? Oh, that's wild. This leopard patterned garment washed up on the coast, burrowed between rocks and ice. Damp smell arises when you bring it close to your face. Looks dangerously feral, as if you should think twice before getting closer.
This is a men's size L, leopard patterned unitard with short sleeves. There are bits of seaweed stuck to it. It speaks to the animal inside you.
Okay, fair enough. I thought your hoarding just reached... Well, it turns out my hoarding has been very useful for trying to go back and get some of these achievements because we can actually, because in all my save files, when we go back to some of them, I have all these extra skill points just ready to be used for these. So really, I was thinking way ahead of everybody when I was doing that.
Actually, this is a leotard, not a unitard. Unitards have legs. Slow and steady, boy. You know how to handle this. Drop it now. This thing will eat you.
Wait, am I in danger?
Can't you feel the hairs on your arm and on the back of your neck standing up? Your heart rate races through the roof. Your pupils are the size of marbles. This is irreversible peril.
Oh no!
Yeah, but why does it taste so sweet?
Feel the material between your fingers.
Despite the time it's spent in the water, the garment itself is surprisingly silky. The leopard spots are slightly textured. The garment label says it's composed of 85% polyamide and 15% elastane.
Where did it come from?
The wind blows through rocks and reeds. Days spent in the saltwater have washed off any clues of its origin. The gradient irbis, or common snow leopard, is native to the Ohota Mountains in Grad. Weighing up to 85 kilograms, it is the apex predator of its ecosystem, though extensive poaching and habitat destruction have reduced its range significantly in the last 40 years.
What should I do with it?
Run, you idiot. There's only one thing left to do. See how it fits.
Yes.
Just know that once the leotard goes on, it never comes off. You will change irrevocably.
Oh my gosh.
But don't you want to feel different? It can be a secret that only you know.
Try it on, but only for a moment.
You slip from your briefs into the leotard.
Yes.
It's very tight.
Yes.
You've never been cradled so firmly before.
Continue.
Putting on the garment feels like stepping into a warm summer lake. The silky warmth engulfs you.
Yes. This is the type of animal I want to be.
Your fingers run down your pectoral muscles, your abdominals, your hips. It's impossible to tell where you end and the leopard begins. The dried sea salt chafes against your soft flesh.
Kim, please say something.
Again, once the leopard comes on, it's never, ever coming off.
Leave it on forever.
It's wearing you now.
Oh. I'm lost. Oh. Okay, we can still put stuff on top of it, though. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's wild. So, like, no, like, bonuses, then? What's the point? I mean, I know the point. It looks amazing, but... Oh my goodness. I want to see if Kim has dialogue. That's beyond cursed. It's everything anybody ever wanted from this game. What was I wearing? The conceptualization shirt. Oh yeah, it's all the stuff that's down here. Nobody will ever know. Nobody will ever know. Please say something, Kim. You just watched all that and...
Yes?
Okay. So now there's some stuff that we need to get rid of Kim for. Let's go to... Oh, so... Some of the stuff I've been thinking about since I finished playing was, I believe one of the one unanswered question I had was, the game sort of casts doubt on the fact that, on whether Klasia actually made the initial phone call or not. Because even though you complete the task, I feel like Volition or somebody says, like, wasn't. But then we never get it, or at least I never got a definitive answer on who made the phone call. And I asked some friends and they didn't have anything either. Although I still believe it was Klasia because she had the means and the know-how, and I think... Oh, is it not late enough to go to bed? Do you have to... What time does it have to be? 20... Maybe. Or we can just go to a different save file then. We don't have to waste time. I think that's just Volition going out of its way to accuse her of being untrustworthy. Okay. Okay. Because... We can do this save file now. Cause it's definitely the most like interesting, I think, and gives the most characterization to Classy of her calling the RCM, even though that's like very incriminating on her to bring her in when she's trying to hide from everybody. And I actually really like that characterization for her. It's like actually wanting the body taken down and wanting to find the killer. Okay, so I think we need a high suggestion for this. So let's... Might not even have enough. We need... Okay, what level suggestion do we... Like an 8 or something. Oh, we need a lot. Conceptualization 12, authority 12, half-light 14, suggestion 14, rhetoric 13. I thought it was just suggestion. Oh yeah, you have work, Sad Cat. Thank you for hanging around for as long as you did. I do appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day. I mean... We can just... I mean... Might as well. Just for this file. It might break some stuff, but we'll get everybody talking. Hey. I guess we'll get all the stats talking then.
That's one brutal motor carriage.
If I were a real skull now, I'd jack it, paint it in palm tree livery, then bottom light it, neon style.
Oh, these guys are great voice acting.
A snazzy shit-ripped skullmobile like this would make a fine trophy. We could, like, hang fucking shrunken heads from the side mirrors. Cops' heads. Scary tribal shit.
Yeah, tribal shit. A cop carriage like this would have proper skull value.
While I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal motor carriage, I have to stop you right there. The RCM takes threats directed at its property seriously.
Oh, cool side. That's what we're hoping for.
It's just theoretical work, Copper. No basis in reality. Man, if we were certified skulls right now...
Skulls. Now there's a strong organizational title. Was it a good idea on the lieutenant's part to get into this? Don't even answer that. Just leave.
Oh geez,
You can
24.
always come back later, on your own terms.
Who are you?
I can tell you who we're not, cop. We're not snitches or skulls.
Which is not to say that the skulls are bitches and... On the contrary.
The part of this presentation you want to take home with you, cop man, is we're not part of the skulls. Yet.
Okay then, let's indulge in some intellectual exchange. These young men seem eager to share their beliefs. These skull people are more than an authority. They're deities.
I'm excited because if we have all these stats, we'll have the other stats chiming in a bit more. We'll have the other stats chiming in a bit more, which I never got to hear. I want to hear more from Physical Instrument and like Half-Light. Who are the skulls?
You don't know? What kind of cop are you?
It's not a question. Don't get into it.
Of course I do. I'm just testing you boys.
The skulls are the most vicious gang of the Besmertne.
Voice rings with excitement.
Besma time, or the Besmati, the Immortals, are West River Sholian crime syndicates.
The nastiest bunch of psychos ever. jacking carriages and getting into high-speed chases.
Possessing an infinite amount of fuck-all swagger, infamous for their non-verbal modus operandi.
Non-verbal.
If a skull spots you, he will pull out his dagger and stab you without saying a word.
The lieutenant's voice is as calm as usual, a testament to the violence and death he's witnessed through the sight of his firearm.
I never realized this kid's wearing falm.
They usually occupy the burnt-out quarter in Jamrock, or you can find them loitering around their brightly painted bottom-lighted vehicles.
I can't wait to become a skull. Bottom lights are wretched aggressive.
Do you know anything about the murder that took place here?
Murder?
Man was hanged in the backyard of the Whirling in Rags.
Yeah, sure. We'll gladly tell you everything we know about it. It was a man.
Also, he was hanged.
Don't F around. I'm the law.
He was hanged from a tree.
Yeah, I mean, duh.
These punks don't know anything. Let's just move along.
Hey, stop right there. How does one know anything?
Ah, this sounds like epistemology, a field so occupied by thought that it begins to question thought itself.
Not going to entertain you with this any longer.
Sure. Understandable. Fucking I appreciate your effort, though.
Do you know Cindy the Skull?
Oh, yeah. Cindy's a right proper skull.
Yeah, a true artist of the future. Just like Arno van Eyck.
By the way, if you see Cindy, give her our regards.
For all their nihilistic posturing, these young men are not lacking in youthful idealism. Odd, there isn't a hint of hate in them. It's like they're piss and fuck the world out of some kind of moral obligation. The lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient toward them.
Okay, we've already done all this. I'm gonna sort of skip through it
Probably because
until we get to the
non-verbal.
packet
A
stuff.
threat. Retaliate immediately. You'll see. They'll fall over like bitch leaves. These boys ain't got the cojones.
Oh my god, oh my golly. So this is what we get when we have high half-light. I'm going to look you boys up in the police registry, come to both your houses at night, and murder you. Your goddamn sleep. And do this one.
Whoa, come on, man. We're just talking here.
Yeah.
That's right.
You want to talk? Let's talk, boys. Ask them.
He liked how you decisively shut down a situation that could have turned into a farce.
The Union does their
Apart from the Union,
Don't you worry about...
Yeah, we are. We're not franchise skulls. Well, because we...
But in a non...
we'll fuck the system from the inside later. Just be cool now. The damage will be tenfold.
Right on, fuck. So what's happening now? Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's with the jackets?
What about them? Well, first off, it's a statement and not necessarily something that characterizes me as a person, even though the statement has character. And I do like piss. The word piss epitomizes the struggle taking place in the world. Things being defined as they seem, not as they are. And, I guess, it's also about communal spirit, the future, and truly appreciating our differences. Also, you've got to admit, it catches the eye. And since the Grand Piper is slowly but steadily moving towards basing the economy on it, attention, it is imperative that the medium itself convey the message. What I mean by this is, we are all piss and that the world is inherently meaningless.
That much is true.
So godly Half-Light versus godly Inland Empire.
It seems that the young man has a certain expertise in at least one field, even if it's rather narrow.
Oh, you had a punk phase, Jacob. I love it.
Like I said before, many men keep searching for the one. For so-called true love, which is actually just obsession masquerading as kinship. The thrill of the chase. The hollowness that fills your chest cavity after catching it.
I'm wondering if the poetics come with the jacket, or are they derived from something else entirely?
To catch a fish, you'll need to hurl the lure many times, and even then it isn't certain that you'll get anything. If you blow up the lake, though,
Blow it up.
you get more fish in a shorter time. And, for time is of the essence and fleeting ever so quickly, one must think of a way to fuck the whole world and not get caught up in fucking someone. Because when one fucks everything, he fucks nothing. And that, to me, feels glorious. Sticking your dick into the void.
Hate to admit it, but in a weird way, he's got a point. Is it a coincidence that here we have 2 badass jackets and 2 badass cops?
Hey, Kim.
Yes?
What do you think about their jackets?
Leather jackets adorned with immature writing? The ideology they convey helps the boys justify poor choices in life and fashion. I'm not a fan.
Why are you always so patronizing when cool possibilities cross our path?
What are you implying?
Which one would you wear?
I'm not sure I understand you, detective. Neither.
Come on, Kim, it's just a mental exercise.
Fine, if only to end this discussion. Theoretically, if I were a juvenile delinquent, if I were to already be down that path, I think peace is the stronger of the two statements.
That works. I feel more like a F the world kind of guy.
Seems about right, especially considering your heroic exit attempts.
That's an origin story for a dynamic duo right there.
Indeed, conceptualization.
So are we done here? Or you don't need us around for your secret whisper party, do you?
Okay, 97.
No, no, no. Don't ask anything. Be subtle and scary. The boys dream about being skulls. Use that.
Wait, how?
Suggest they're massive skulls. Come on.
Boys, with those jackets, you're gonna be Skull Kings in no time.
What? No. Skulls don't have kings. I think. And we're not even in yet.
Yeah, man, keep your voice down. Skulls don't take it lightly when folks pretend to be them. We're not even prospects yet.
Prospect must be a hierarchical term. Probably in the lower end.
Not even prospects and already aspiring to be kings?
Wow, you boys are ambitious. Only prospects and already planning a coup in the skulls. You're destined to go far.
He gets it. Passive-aggressive flattery.
Shut the fuck up. Are you trying to get us killed?
Now bring it to the jackets and, yes, start shouting.
Yes, we want to be cool killer skulls too, like you guys, but we don't have skull jackets.
Please be quiet. What? What do you want? The jackets?
You got it. No need for cruelty.
Okay, you offer us your jackets like that? It'd be impolite to refuse.
Oh, man. Okay, I get it. Skulls don't really wear slogans anyway. This was stupid.
Fuck.
Okay. I love how dorky they look without them. Okay, hopefully this works.
The lieutenant watches the boys take their jackets off with mild amusement.
Okay, turn to Kim. Since you said you're more of a piss-off kind of guy, I'll take the other one.
I'm absolutely okay with not having either one, thank you.
Okay. Why not their pair? We could really raise hell. Go undercover, hard.
This case doesn't require us to go undercover or raise hell. In fact, I don't think the jackets will be useful at all. I just wanted them to not have them anymore.
Cold-hearted cop.
Okay. Let's see if there's anything else after this to make this. Still, it's good to know we have a pair in case the need arises.
The need will not arise.
Oh, come on, Kim!
Oh, the need will
Ooh.
arise. Here's how we'll do it.
Yes, okay. Yes, suggestion.
As soon as this conversation is done, you put on the fuck the world jacket. We'll take it from there.
I like it when the stats say, here's how we'll do it.
I don't know, Eric. It's cold out.
The dark-haired young man just stands there defeated. The wind blows.
Yeah, let's get out of here. The cops fucked us.
Bye, Bill and Ted. What's this?
Homosexuals underground.
What timing? Okay. We gotta get this. Come on. Yeah, okay.
Good. Step 1 complete. Now, let the lieutenant feast his eyes on the fruits of the tree of cool.
Do a little twirl. Yeah!
Yes, you're really showing off that aggressive slogan there.
You've got to work your way into this thing. The subtle way. Wind him up a little. Don't immediately go for the kill. Subtle, like the aesthetic cacophony the two of you are making right now. Look at this shit. The visual feels make no sense. You're like a pair of white socks in brown sandals right now. It's disgusting. There's another way we can go with this. Frame control. Flip the situation on its head. Make them play by your rules.
They're all good. I want to hear this, though.
It was a subpar delivery, not a lack of technique that failed you there. You could have still saved it, had you not failed her shit test.
Wait, I didn't do this on my file. I didn't say that to Claudia. I said like one word to Claudia and ran off.
What was that? That's not how words are used. Say it again. Giggles, giggles. Classic shit test. That was your chance to just own it.
Yeah, I didn't get that at all.
A shit test is something woo men give to men to see how strong their frame is, how confident they are. Fail it, and they'll bail for another, more dominant alpha male. It's in their nature.
Oh, shut up, Endurance.
Feels
Ooh.
like you failed the biggest shit test of them all.
Joke's on you, I have a lot of morale.
But the lieutenant isn't going to shit test you. You've got multiple valid options here.
Go for Kim, you and I, this dynamic duo, me in the F the World jacket and you in that old bomber jacket. Visually, it just doesn't make sense anymore.
Detective, what are you talking about?
Plow ahead. Don't let him slow you down.
Fortunately for you, I'm still holding on to this... Still not swearing. This sweet jacket. Funny how life is sometimes.
This is one of those times where you're just going to keep talking no matter what I say, isn't it?
Imagine two cops who've only known each other for a few days. Yet, such is their devotion, their bond, that they don these two jackets. F the world. Piss. Tell me, Kim, what are the odds that, after all that, they fail to solve the case while wearing these two... What are the odds that, after all that, they fail to solve the case while wearing these two jackets?
A long moment passes as the lieutenant considers his words.
Come on, Kim.
Never has anyone asked me to place more trust in them than you are asking of me right now. If you saw this branch out from under me while I've got piss faggot written
Whoa.
on my back...
Oh. That should have been censored.
I'm afraid the RCM is going to have our asses for this.
The RCM isn't gonna solve this, Kim. You and I are together.
With a look of utter disbelief, the lieutenant
Yes!
slips into the jacket.
Yes!
Now he's become the piss. There's no stopping you now.
Oh. Look at us, Kim. This is how we were meant to be. Oh, these are all good. Wish you could see yourself right now, Kim.
The problem is, it really does look cool to have both of these jackets on right now.
Yeah!
I can't believe I've climbed aboard the piss train.
You will not regret this, Lieutenant.
You mean, any more than I already am? We better solve this case fast, officer. I'm not 100% comfortable with this.
Okay, fair enough.
Let's be clear about one thing. The first chance I get, these things coming off. And that will be it. No take-backs, no follow-up conversations. That's it. Do you understand?
I understand.
He means it. The moment your jacket comes off, so does his. That means you're probably going to have to keep fucking the world till the end of days.
Alright, fuck. Time to solve a murder. As counterintuitive as it might seem in these jackets. Let's go.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Trying to get us to... No, turn. I want us to be like... Oh. I want us to, like, stand together. Okay, that's... Oh, hello, Mai. Sorry, I was very concentrated on the game. Hi. It's just me. This is my model now. Yes. Thank you, game devs. Thank you. There's actually now a... Oh, what I want to see of Jean. I really hope there's dialogue with Jean. Hi, Sans Undertale. Please tell me you react to this.
Again?
No.
I can't believe this shit.
The man does trying to get a good
Oh,
picture
yes.
of your jacket, no doubt.
Oh.
Can he even see through those glasses?
Okay, we got... That was something.
Yes? What is it?
I think glasses suit you better. Oh, actually, we can... Zach. Have glasses. Zach. How's that? Yeah? Not quite centered, one sec. Oh, they're kind of bouncy. Well, as long as they don't turn too much, I think they're okay. But thank you, Maya. Oh wait, now I lost my window. I haven't seen much about other dialogue with these jackets, but does Kim say anything now?
Yes?
Okay, oh, we have that now. So there's actually a third jacket now that Kim can wear that I saw on Twitter. If you do hardcore mode, I don't know when it happens, but maybe if you beat hardcore mode or something, he wears the black version of his bomber jacket. And even his portrait changes when you do that, which is really cool. Thank you, Maya. Thank you, Jacob. Oh, they're really bouncing. I guess that looks kind of cute anyway, if they're bouncing up around. I'll figure out if I can make them stick a bit more. Where is this file? We done the... Like the traps. Find working class husband. Okay. I haven't done... I'll save this file. Speaking of different portraits, I guess. So I've been through... I haven't done ultra liberal. The bounce is actually pretty great. Thank you. I haven't gone through the ultra liberal quest. I'm gonna make a save with the jackets. How was Christmas? It was good. I'm still pretty busy. But I did take Christmas Day off. Then I'll also find a different file. Yeah, I want a night. We need a nighttime. Something nighttime. But it was nice. I got a new water bottle. Is this what time? But I hope everybody had nice. Oh, as I said earlier, I got a new water bottle with a straw. I don't have to, which I just got a few days ago, not on Christmas. So I don't have to. Okay, good. This is late. This is what we want. Oh, and we're alone. Okay, this is a save file we want. Then so hopefully I won't have to wake everybody with my clunky metal water bottle noises. Yeah. But I hope you've been doing well too, Maya. So now that we're alone, there's 2 more achievements we can look for. To figure out. Oh, you know what? I just realized I got Kim to wear the jacket, but the achievement didn't pop up. But the other ones were. Okay. So now we're going for this one. Okay, we have to go to. We need high hand-eye coordination, so we might need. We need a lot more than that. Oh yeah, so what I was saying about the Vision quest. I haven't done Ultra Liberal, but I watched a video of the Fascist quest. And I watched some of the Communist quest. Sure, we'll do the. There we go. Oh wait, I wanted church. There. The Fascist quest. I don't really know where I'm going for this achievement, but let's look around. The Fascist quest really surprised me because I was looking at the characters we meet during it, and it's like Measurehead, Racist Lorry Driver, and Gary. Oh, is this it?
There, on the
Okay.
ice. Target practice.
I'll finish my thought first. My own thought before we do this one. But the Fascist quest really surprised me, like how actually sad it was. And I guess the intent was more, instead of like making fun of fascism, it was more like, this is how sad and pathetic, and this is why people fall into fascism. I really was expecting something a lot more goofy. And it's amazing that like Measurehead ends up coming off like the most reasonable character. And I actually really like the choice that if you go all the way to the end and succeed with the final check, you get a custom portrait, or a different portrait at least, for Harry. Which is not at all what I was expecting, because I'd never actually seen that, and like I eventually ended up seeing the shaved portraits in the different expression portrait. But like you can't really run away from who you become, and this is the choice you made. But the wildest thing was I watched a video of it on YouTube, and I made the choice to read the comments, and it was wild how people were missing the point. I mean, I don't think it was a subtle quest, but there are people like, wow, I feel really bad for these guys. And I was like, no. There's somebody, I remember somebody saying, like, I feel really bad for the racist lorry driver. And I had to go back and look at it because I thought I had to have made that up. But no, that's what they literally say. It was wild. Like, there's still extra dialogue I didn't go and explore because it depressed me too much. But it's interesting that you do get, like, good Kim content, actually, that's paywalled, basically, behind the Fascist quest. Which is sad, but it's always nice to see that little bit of dialogue. That's all fit in anymore. Fit in there. Ash 1 is about as depressing as you would imagine it to be, but I did kind of like more measure. Yeah, that's... I mean, I can't say I liked him, but it was really interesting characterization, him being, like, the most reasonable character there. It's like... well, maybe not reasonable, but... out of the three. Okay, so what? And then I'll talk about communist in a sec. There, on the ice target practice. What?
Target practice for improving your aim. Some of us have been wondering when you'll get around to that.
I don't see anything but a seagull.
Precisely. No obstructions, just the seagull. Pick up some dirt and throw it at the bird. Come on, hurry up.
No! No! Not the seagull. I didn't know you were bad hand-eye coordination.
No, don't throw anything at the bird. The bird will get hurt.
What if the bird gets hurt?
It's a seagull. They're practically immortal. And the only thing you'll be throwing is some dirt. It's guaranteed no one will get hurt.
I don't trust you.
Come on, do it. Don't be such a pussy. It'll be fun. Especially while the lieutenant is gone.
Oh no.
No, it won't be fun. It'll be annoying. You'll be annoying. It will be okay. From a purely physical point of view. These birds are used to worse things than bits of flying soil. And you'll miss.
I don't know if I don't know if I'll miss. On the one hand, this is mean. On the other, seagulls are awful. I do like seagulls, but I do distinctly remember a point of getting fish and chips one day, and a seagull literally flying down and attacking me, and, like, literally pulled the entire thing out of my hands. It was scary and upsetting. Like, it like, literally, like, flew down in front of me to, like, pull the, like, paper plate out of my hands. Like, even knocked my glasses off. They're intense. We don't really get any alternative options, so alright, here we go. Pick up some dirt and throw it at the seagull.
Particles of soil, grass, and tiny rocks fly in a wide arc over the seagull's head. The bird doesn't even bat an eye.
How could we miss when we have 17 hand-eye coordination? Oh, told you we needed to practice. What if this was a combat situation? We wouldn't be talking anymore. Try again. Here it comes again. No, I can't see it now.
A clump of soil seems to graze the bird's wing, but the gull just fluffs its feathers and turns another side. It really doesn't seem to care. Fuck off, you bipedal rodent. Whispers its psionic eye.
Oh my gosh.
Better, but practice makes perfect. One more time. Right into the sea bull's eye.
Okay, one more time. I'm worried I messed up the camera by going into my stats, but we'll try. Okay, one more time. Hurl the mother of all dirt clods at the gull.
Oh no.
Oh no! Oh no! Not the birds! Oh my god! And we're wearing all black! Oh no! The message is clear. This is the only warning you'll get. Oh, that's incredible! I love that. Oh, you know, I totally forgot this. This thingy.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle.
I totally forgot about this check on my original playthrough. Probably because it was so low, but I've cheated stats. Let's go.
You rattle
Oh.
the handle a bit, then push on the door with all your weight. It does not budge. Not only is it locked, it's also jammed shut.
But oh, inevitably failed. Inevitably failed. Oh, so this must be one of those ones that you can't do. Oh, I wonder what's inside. How can I get in there?
You can't. This door cannot be opened.
What?
Ever.
Ever?
At least you can think about opening it. About doors in general. They are, after all, fundamental to your life. Perhaps something useful would come from this.
Walk away. Oh, it gives a thought. Oh, this one's actually possible regardless of stats. Interesting. God damn it, it cannot be. A disgrace. That door on the coast. You remember the one, right? The one that leads to the abandoned supply depot? Why in the name of all that's holy does it not open? Why? There has to be a way... Oh, phone's in the way, 1 sec. To get through that unopenable door. By gods, you're the police. All doors are supposed to open before you. What will the others at the precinct think if you can't open a goddamn door? There must be a way. Oh, interesting. Now we're gonna return to the church so we can teleport again. So I also watched some of the communism quest. But I haven't, there's like, I really want to exhaust all the dialogue options there because there's a lot of neat stuff. A lot of neat stuff in there. It does one of my favorite things, I think, in this game where you get some really great characterization by failing an important check. Like, there's stuff I didn't get on this playthrough, because, like when you confront the Hardy Boys and you fail one of the authority checks and you have Harry put the gun in his mouth, I actually think that's, like, a really great moment of characterization. For both Harry and Kim. I really love that moment, actually, in the writing. But the communism quest, if you fail the final check... I don't know if I want to spoil it for people who haven't done it, but... I actually really like what it says about Harry and his thoughts about communism. Okay, this should be another Chivo.
The lieutenant's door is closed.
Knock.
No response. What are you doing?
Knock again.
Still, no response. Where is he? Isn't it party o'clock?
Party o'clock?
Is he not worried that you haven't found the murder weapon yet?
Oh no!
Doesn't he want to go for a little drive? Anything to not face the hanged disco man yet.
Oh. Tap out the tune Kim whistled on the swing set.
You hear the sound of a drawer closing, followed by the shuffling of feet.
Is that you, Harry? What time is it?
Not that late.
No, thou art God.
It is I, Gart, manager of this fair cafeterium.
Very funny. What do you want?
Oh. What should I say? It's Gart, the barkeep.
Very funny. What do you want?
It's party time.
Isn't it always party time with you?
You're going to have to figure this one out on your own.
Oh.
Good night, Harry.
Oh! Just ended it.
The lieutenant's door is closed.
I think I've heard about that in the communism one. Makes it pretty clear that the ideologies are just various coping mechanisms for Harry. Yes, exactly. Which I wasn't expecting, especially the way that, like, a lot of people really like the communism route. I have to say, going through it and going through some of the extra dialogue, I was not expecting the communism path to involve Kim giving you advice on how to beat up young communists. I feel like I was really enjoying it so far. It's definitely like it and the moralist quest definitely have like the most content and I think the most love put into them. But I'm really glad I did the moralist. I ended up doing the moralist quest because I think it's still my. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff in the communists, but I think for me, really appreciating like the world building, getting that extra, all those moments at the end were so great. Okay, so there's that achievement. Now we want. So the other two are look a bit more complicated to get. We're gonna start with Wheel of Pleasure and Light if we can get it. Just looking at what it's required. Looks like we might have to. Let's go to a different file. Load game. Let's just go to this one. So I don't know, we might have to go back and do some earlier stuff to activate this, but I just want to check because it involves the dead body on the boardwalk quest. But let's see if we can do anything here. Oh yeah, but more or less. Yeah, so I was saying if I can remember that I'm terrible at navigating this. Forget how to navigate. Yeah, here. Okay. I'm really glad I went for more or less just because it gave me more content with Kim, and the conclusion of it is really amazing. Yeah, okay, it looks like we might have to go to an earlier...
There's some tear.
file and work from there. I don't remember all my... I named some files, but I didn't name all of them, so let's... I'm wondering if I did have a hard save that's right before... We want to do the talking to... Okay, not that one. We want to do the talking to, I don't remember her name. Billy? I think. Let's just look around what some of these files are. We need... good visual calculus. Body on the boardwalk. Let's see where we are in this file. Okay, so you gotta get Kuno as your partner. I don't think we'll go that. That's actually did look through some of the dialogue for that. I actually really like. I'd never give up Kim, but I really like the writing surrounding Kuno, and they do a lot to... I mean, I always liked Kuno. I was never one of those people that super hated him or found him super annoying. I find his writing actually very charming. Let's... Day 4, 5th, let's check this one. But there's a lot of really sympathetic writing with them that actually is quite sad. I love that they let you do it though. And there's some stuff like, I really want to go more through it and see like what he thinks of the Deserter and stuff, but like some of the early stuff. Okay, this is what we want. But I love, you can like be mean to Kim, like, so in that timeline, Kim gets shot and you can be like mean to Kim, call him a Beano Clart, and Kuno's like, how could you? That man took a bullet, that pig took a bullet for you. And he like, I did some of the dialogue for, I was looking at the dialogue for like the very end conversation with Jean and your team. And like some of it has like Jean kind of charmed by Kuno, which is sweet. So I don't think I really knew this when I was doing my first playthrough as well, that you can, I mean, I guess you can only take one vision quest, but you can internalize more than one thought of the political thoughts. Which, you can do like, you can have like the ultra-liberal and the communist thought, and like Kim will point that out at the end of the game. I do like the angle that Kuno would potentially make a good RCM officer under proper guide. Yeah, it's actually quite sad that they think, I mean, I'm not... You have to choose between... Okay, this is, yeah. You sort of have to choose between Kuno and Kim at the end, because I want both things to happen. Okay, let's save. What should we call this? E4 apartment. And just to make sure we get the stats. I think I might skip through some of this because it's rough.
Brown door. Something smells. The lieutenant, this is the door. Get yourself together.
You're right.
You hear like
We have our... Now, delivering a death notification. Dead?
good advice.
Yes, it's hard. But
The lieutenant motion.
Hello?
And someone turns down.
The police.
Tidy. There's fear.
Come in.
Yeah, this is rough. But we're doing it for the achievements. Oh, the other thing about the... Like, again, I haven't gone through all the dialogue. Whoa, look at all these. Don't run okay, take it slow when exploring the apartment. Be respectful. It's not really respectful that we're doing it. We can't afford curtains. Well, having all these stats would give us a lot more here. Package of humanitarian aid macaronis. Oh, I ran. Just a chalk-drawn height chart for children's growth over the years. So the thing about the Kuno thing is, at the very end, it sort of implies that, I guess because Kuno was hanging out with Harry, that he sort of broke things off with Kuno S, and he had nowhere left to go, and that made me really sad because I don't want to break those two up either. Textbook for high school, mathematics, trigonometry mostly. The clock is ticking away with an odd cheerfulness. Its ticking makes you anxious. Rings hollow in the room. Posters of contemporary pop stars adorn the walls. Okay, let's get this over with.
It's you. I don't think.
The
Sorry.
lieutenant say he must feel vulnerable without his glass.
Is this about Victor, my husband?
Keep it to.
Sorry, I.
How about some? Definitely. It's like ripping off a bandage. The least painful way is to do it straight away, without stalling.
Okay.
You've done this before. Just keep your focus. Yes, no euphemisms.
What did you?
Great and.
Oh.
But he was just.
We understand.
What happened to him? Was he drunk? I see. How long?
If you say 2 days, maybe, it will be etched in her mind forever.
I don't want to do this, but it's like really compelling writing here.
She blinks. The handkerchief.
Yes.
Is there anyone we could call?
No.
It burned unreal.
God. Should I?
No. A day.
Take a day.
She can't take much.
Just tell me what do.
We've taken him.
A very.
Is there any?
No. Thank you.
These are her last reserves of strength. Her.
We should step outside and talk.
Okay. Okie dokie.
You did well.
What now?
I'll call the station when we're finished with the day, and let them know the name of the deceased.
That's it?
That's it. We should get back to our case now that our duty here is done.
What about Billy and her kids?
They'll manage.
Oh,
They have to. It's not your place to live their lives.
that line.
Let's go.
So hopefully, okay, here. There we
You
go.
should return to the boardwalk now that the body has been taken away. There's something you need to see.
This is a stark contrast to the Animal Crossing game I'm playing. Oh. Certainly is. These are... There's a lot I'd like to redo in this game, but... This kind of scene is going to be tough no matter how many times I think I do it. Okay, what do you mean?
A little something that your visual cortex has put together while you were away. Let's call it an apparition from the past.
Ooh.
Oh no, it's one of those show, don't tell things, isn't it? You can just stop by whenever you're close. It should be quick enough.
Okay. Now we have to go back to the boardwalk. Checking. Yeah. Okay, we should be good. Okay, back around so we can fast travel. Oh. The sea breeze carries more than salt, meat. Not rotten, not fresh, grilled. I guess we're gonna get more of these orbs since our stats are so high.
Whoa, what have we here?
Oh, the bridge?
A bridge with loose nails and rot-infested wood that creaks in the wind. A construction code violation if there ever was one.
Whatever, let death come. I'm a Revacholian badass. Kim, it looks like we've got a construction code violation.
True. They never cleaned up the war damage. The rest of Revachol looks better, though.
Lieutenant, think about the splinters.
The bridge is fine enough. Locals use it all the time, after all. It's nothing to worry about. Shall we?
Okay. What's there? Oh. Oh. The book appears to be erotica, but without actual erotica. Actually, while we're here, since we have higher stats, there is the There is one orb I want to look for. Since our electrochemistry might be high enough now. I think around here, supposedly. No? Maybe not? Oh, I wonder what you need to do to get it then. Hey, maybe not then. Okay, let's get over to the church. Oh. Oh, and up and around. Oh. You can imagine why calls become terrible sometimes. Oh. Okay, so here... Oh,
The cold sea breeze stings your face as you step on the boardwalk. The body is gone. But something still lingers in the air, and high above it, against the grey. A luminous wheel of pleasure, and all things bright.
oh.
Its wooden frame creaking in the wind. 12 red cabins form a circle that stretches from the engine below to the flocks of seagulls up in the sky.
Love it. Wow.
The mirage looks both sad and glorious in the mist, like an insect trapped in glass.
What are you looking at?
Lieutenant follows your gaze, but finds nothing but the horizon.
This must be the pleasure wheel that Trant Heidelstein told you about.
Trent! Study the cabins.
The little wooden gondolas dangle in the wind, their seats empty and floors littered with old ice cream papers and discarded tickets. A seabird has made a nest in one of the cabins, but even this looks abandoned, a remnant from a spring some 50-odd years ago. The wind gets stronger the higher you go. On a good day, you could see all the way to La Delta when you reach the top, and the masts and sails of dozens of pleasure crafts. The pleasure wheel stands still on the boardwalk, its 12 red cabins suspended in the air.
Study the boardwalk.
There's a ticket office made out of an old gondola, its wooden frame the same shade of red as the ones above. A sign mounted on its side declares, 20 centimes for the ride of a lifetime.
I sent him.
There are hustlers, addicts, rag and bone merchants, even entire families, if they're particularly destitute, who've turned these cabins into huts and homes in the poorest parts of Revachol. The pleasure wheel stands still on the boardwalk, its 12 red cabins suspended in the air.
Whisper to Kim. It's the pleasure wheel.
The what now?
Lieutenant studies your face. Pleasure wheel used to take up the whole pier.
Hmm? What is going on with you,
Oh.
Steve?
Yeah.
Decay and death, staring into the cold, hard kernel of things, smooth like the acid in your stomach. Nothing's going on with you. Everything is perfectly fine. We're just here to look at the pleasure wheel. Some sadness comes crashing over you, like a bad dream.
Oh, all these options. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with me. Something's coming apart.
Detective, it's been a hard week. I don't think standing here for much longer is going to do either of us any good. We should get moving. Running gets the endorphins going, no?
He smiles at his own remark, then takes in the damp air.
The pleasure wheel stands still on the boardwalk, its 12 red cabins suspended in the air.
See if we can see the other
The what
dialogue.
now?
You don't see it?
See what? Hmm?
Decay. Nothing's going. Some sadness comes
Okay.
crashing over you, like a bad dream.
I'm just thinking about the pleasure wheel and how it stopped bringing people any pleasure.
I'm not sure what got you on this pleasure wheel kick, but I'm not going to ask any more about it. We should get going. It's getting...
The pleasure wheels
The what now?
decay. Nothing's good. Some sadness comes crashing over you, like a bad dream.
Do you think he enjoyed his last moments out here? Do you think he was having fun?
Mr. Méjean?
His gaze moves to the empty bench underneath the street lamp. It looks cold and uninviting, wet from the waves.
Perhaps not fun, but I do think he was trying to make himself feel better, yes. In his own way.
To carve out a corner of the world where he could feel at peace for a moment.
But I don't think standing here in the cold is doing you or me any good. Let's go. We've
Aw.
got a case to solve.
The pleasure wheel stands still on the boardwalk. Its 12 red cabins suspended in the air.
Step back.
Some waves come crashing against the boardwalk, shattering the mirage.
It's kind of crazy that the developers just added all this for free out of nowhere. I know, I love it though. It makes me... It's exciting for me to think about how, like... I mean, I don't know how much more that they will add, but I love that they're doing it. I saw people on the Steam forums that were getting mad because they had to play the game again. And one, it's like optional. On the other hand, like, people get mad about free DLC. Like, this is great. The devs love their game. Yes, I love it too. And I'm here for whatever else they add. Especially because some of this is like, I wonder how much of this was like stuff that's left on the cutting room floor, or just like stuff they wanted that they just came up with to add later. Because some of it feels absolutely like fan service we were asking for. Okay, there's one more. I'm looking at what we need for this last one. I think we might be able to do it on this file since we're here. At this point, let's try. Do we have the... Yeah, I was thinking the jackets are absolutely the fan service. Now, do I have... Okay. We'll try and do it on this file. And I'm happy that they keep releasing new languages. I mean, of course, I would only play in English, but I'm happy that they seem very dedicated to covering so many languages and so many fan-requested languages. Let's go to... a church! Let us... Okay, back to... Rolling in Rags. Now let us find Dick Mullen and the Mistaken Identity. Hey, was it one of these ones? Oh. No sane person would ever put their head into such a machine. Looks like Guillaume Le Million, that hair poster. Oh yeah, author's other book still isn't in English though, as far as I'm aware. I know! I want it, and there's like no updates, and I want it so badly.
Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels.
Okay.
Of course.
Now we have to... Okay, now we have to read it. Hello, sad cat. Hello. I'm just trying to figure out how to read. Trying to figure out how to read this book. Why do you have glasses? They were highly requested. And I do wear glasses. And we're a detective in this game, so it fits. Okay, there's a lot of requirements for this. Not requirements, but I just want to make sure I don't screw it up. But let's save here, actually. But Dick Mullen. Yeah, intelligence buffs. Intelligence and perception buffs. Okay.
In your hand, you hold Dick Mullen.
Okay,
the
let's...
cover, the tagline, needless to say, it violates.
Are you really reading that, detective? Good luck
I
finding
guess we can...
The point
skim
is
through it.
for the reader to feel the story. Spillane, an extremely unprofessional and hurtful stereotype, but also extremely accurate in your case.
Request that you smoke. Oh, I don't have that prop, but I'll look into it. Thank you. So far my two props are the glasses and the floating Lowry.
Give it time. You'll fall off the wagon sooner or later.
Electrochemistry.
2 days desperate to clear his name.
What's the matter, detective?
The lieutenant shrugs. They're not shitting you. Of course, Mullen didn't do it. That's the whole premise of the book. Anyway, Mullen returns to the seaside bar where Spillane was murdered and meets a beautiful, mysterious woman named Diana DeNerva.
Oh, that's nice, a dame.
And not just any dame. She's truly one in a million. A knockout whose mind is as dangerous as her curves. But she's got a secret.
I forgot how funny this was. Sounds like my kind of woman.
She's any man's kind of woman. Are you sure about that? Something about her gives you a bad feeling. What kind of secret is she hiding? DeNerva not only is the local police outwardly, he would certainly have the motive. A typical, the kid doesn't. Torvald, that said, Torvald, one evening, yes, comfort and pleasure, the warmth of another human's touch, the burning taste of liquor on her full, sweet lips. Well, that testimony won't be admissible any longer. The man's a prosecutor's nightmare. Solving a murder counts for nothing if all the evidence gets thrown out in court over police misconduct. That's just Dick Mullen's mode. As the two, I love you. The name of the true killer. Always aim for the center of mass. Whatever it is, Mullen never hears the words. A blow to the base of his skull knocks him out. When Mullen comes to, Mullen fleeing a crime scene. Dick Mullen won't be sent. The heat is on. Can you solve the case before the cops close in? What is it, detective? It's a dangerous line of... What's the matter? Afraid you've been hacking up your friends' bodies in the night.
Oh, Half-Light.
Have you gone over everyone? Is anybody missing?
Oh, no.
There was never a time when he wasn't a detective. He was born a detective. For a moment, you cease to read the story on the page. And from nowhere, you hear the screech of sneakers on a waxed floor, and you feel the burn of rope against your hands. Are these figments of some other life?
Oh, that's... I would love to hear more about Harry's time as a high school gym teacher.
You won't find the answers you're looking for here. Is it really so evil, detective? Like what? Do you even have those? Just make sure you don't lose him. You'll not find another like him. It's true in more ways than you know.
Those lines are really good.
But then, what does... So, who did it, detective? Who killed Charlie Spillane and Deanna DeNerve?
Communism killed them.
What? That doesn't even make sense. There's never a straight answer with you, is there? You just get hooked on random stupid notions and then repeat them every chance you get. Now go on. Find out who really did it.
I think that's what I said before, but that line still makes me laugh.
You begin furiously flipping through pages.
Okay.
Dozens of pages scatter across the floor.
Too bad, detective. If it's any consolation, the resolution is almost never very satisfying. And on that note, perhaps we should...
Last year, more than 71% of murders in
Jeez.
Revachol went unsolved. In Revachol West, that number was closer to 85%. In your hand, you hold 4/5 of Dick Mullen and the mistaken identity.
Oh, good night, Min. Good night, Min. Thank you for staying with me. Okay, so we did that part. Oh. Oh, it's
Call
this.
the Mama Zakwa.
Oh, so Mori, I actually thought I looked into playing a Mori a little bit. I just think it actually looks a little too upsetting. It honestly looks a little too upsetting in terms of like themes. Like, I'm not good at horror anyway, but it actually really seems to broach themes I find upsetting. I did a bit of a look into like how dark it gets, and it actually feels like a little too much for me.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
This Dick Mullen book fell apart before I got to the end. Do you have another copy?
Oh, I'm very sorry, sir. Some of these old paperbacks just don't have the durability. I would be happy to sell you another one, but unfortunately, it's the last copy we had in stock.
She calls that customer service.
Thanks, Half-Light. Farewell for now, book peddler. Okay, now we talk to... was it Annette? It's been a while.
Hi,
Yeah.
Detective. Are you here for more books?
Little girl, help! My Dick Mullen book ripped before I could get to the end. Does she know what happens?
Which book was it, sir?
Dick Mullen and the Mistaken Identity.
Oh, I'm very sorry, sir. I haven't read that one yet. I wish I could help you.
Oh no, little girl. Okay, bye. See you around. Okay, so we did that. But although I'm good with indie RPGs inspired by Earthbound, we get some real gems out of them. I say keep them coming. I actually feel like I haven't played the original Earthbound. I played Mother 3. I liked it, but I did quite enjoy it, but now I'm just thinking about my time with it. I was thinking I always had a really hard time with the combo system, so keep making more of them. I'm down for them. Okay, so now we leave. Happy. What are themes that upset you? I just like depression. That kind of like way it represents depression and like seems like self-harm and anxiety and phobias play a big part. Oh, here we go. Big part, and I just
Give up. You'll never find the answer. There's no other copy of Dick Mullen and the Mistaken Identity here.
looking. Have people ever questioned Harry's clothing? Apparently, there's supposed to be there are some times that you get. Apparently, there's supposed to be a point where like Kim can bring up if you're wearing weird stuff, but I never got that orb. Have you played Undertale or Deltarune? Of course! I love them. Undertale's definitely in like my top 10 favorite games, and I'm really excited to see where Deltarune goes. But why?
Because that's how the world works. Some stories never get finished. You shouldn't expect there to be a tidy, satisfying ending. But what if you never find out how your story ends?
There's got to be a way to solve this.
There isn't. If only you had more time, more resources. Who knows what you could have come up with? Maybe if there had been more money and less speed. Or more speed.
So this is what I was missing out, having like 0 electrochemistry most of my playthrough.
Or that, yes. Either way, you might have been able to come up with an answer, but not like this. Hang on, you can do this. Use your imagination. You know who the suspects are. Just make it up. So, who killed Charlie Spillane and Deanna Deneuve, detective?
Okay.
Just fucking pick one.
So excuse me. F you book, it was Dick Mullen.
It still doesn't make sense. But who cares? Yes, Dick Mullen, the famous detective, killed his best friend and the dame he just nailed in cold blood. But why'd he do it? Unclear. Doesn't matter. The choice has been made. You caught the criminal. It was Dick Mullen all along. Who's the real detective now? That's right. It's you. Rest easy tonight, real detective.
Okay, this is going well.
That's it. You got it.
But what?
The whole shebang.
Oh, the coat and the hat?
The coat, the hat, the swindle so crooked a Yegman couldn't break it.
What's a Yegman?
Yegman.
Oh.
That's either a safe breaker or someone who works almost exclusively with egg yolks. The deaths of Charlie Spillane and Deanna Deneuve, the case Dick Mullen was on. That's what this crooked swindle must be.
Wait, why are you talking like that?
This is how I always talk. Move on. The swindle. Cracked it like a discounted safe.
Hold on, I'm just making sure I get the right... Okay.
You're right. He used to be more polite. Classic case of Mullen mania. A well-documented condition. This is why you should never read books.
Oh. So it was communism that sent them to the dirt nap?
Don't think like a cop. Cops don't solve cases. They slide nippers on the goons and take them into big houses. But they don't solve anything.
Who does then?
The Dicks, Gumhills, Hawkshaws, Peepers, Sleuths. Men like Mullen and you.
I am a dick?
Bullseye, a snooper, and a damn good one.
Ooh. I think I've always felt like a private investigator.
If there's any doubt, consult your trusty Dick Mullen book and reconnect with the real you. Him, Dick Mullen. You, him, use. Modus Mullen.
Okay. So now...
In your hand,
Okay,
you
here we
hold
go.
4/5 of Dick Mullen and the mistaken identity.
Okay, now, Modus Mullen. Well, we got the achievement, I don't know. Oh! Oh! Of course! Of course! End of the road, Mullen. That's your stop. Oh, I love it. I love it. Looks like everybody wants a piece of Mullen. How many of these do we get? Mullen didn't need that shit. The shit came looking for him. Oh, hi, explicit baguettes. Thank you, thank you. They're a bit wobbly, but I like them. Snitches aren't born, they're made. Time to ask questions no one wants asked. Oh, there's so many. Hard questions, the only ones worth asking. The streets, you either get them or you're dead. You're having trouble with the camera heads. Oh, the camera head. So, was that Gay's office? Actually, that's a topic for another day. I'm trying to... What row is Gay's office on? Cause my general... I don't... It's still early enough that... I guess my number one strat at that point is just use Yes Odds Floor. I can't remember my strats for that point in the game as well, honestly, but I can think about it. That's Modus Mullen. And there's one more thing I want to do while we're here. Yeah, so that's Gay's office, right? Also, one sec. I'm just trying to find my file. That's day 2. So I think this is where we want. You love Yun's hunch. I'm an evade enjoy. Me too. I think I talked about my streams a little bit, but I wish evade got a little more support in the game. It's one of the mechanics that, like, that and, like, paralysis don't get much endgame support. Yeah, Gaze was... One sec. Open apartment door. So one thing we never did was go to the apartment. So I thought, why don't we do that now? I need to look back at, like, oh, we have to go around for it. And I don't remember off the top of my head what else was in that, what else you can do, but again, generally the advice is make sure you're up to, if one battle's too hard, try the other ones. And then make sure you're up to date with your abnormality battles. And Yesod's floor is gonna be your most powerful around this point. Your shield plus Yun's hunch. Yes, that's a great... Oh, I'm so glad you can use passives now, because that really opens up the game.
This must be it. The basement door is weather-worn. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air, and there's a knocker shaped like a lion's head.
That's probably the door Efrat mentioned. We still need to get the key
Oh,
from
we haven't
the
done
Marina
that.
first, though.
Oops. Gotta go get that. And then I can finally see what's behind the door. I think this is like the one decision I agonized over the most. I was terrified that if I opened it, there'd be like orphans being like, please, please don't let Mr. Everard know we're here. Yay, hello, Manana.
So, how'd you like our harbor?
You've been in there, he means. Talked to the boss man too, probably.
Labor Utopia.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains.
He notes solemnly, then turns to you, a wide smile adorning his face.
Right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk.
Everett said you had a key to a door.
A key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open?
He said it belonged to a weasel.
Oh, say no more.
Taps he taps the side of his nose with a little wink.
I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say.
I'm not opening this door for myself. I'm opening it for all working men.
I knew this man was a commie. And it's a good thing you're doing too. Thanks. What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse.
Okay.
That's behind the whirling in rags. That's all I know. Our organization is what you call compartmentalized.
Okay, but where did you get the key from?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really, truly matter.
His gaze wanders off into the distance.
None of this mess we're in. This jiving and juggling. What's it for? To feed our children, I guess.
Anything else I should know about this task? This weasel person, when he'll be home?
I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are, what we are fighting for.
The man takes a big sip from his flask.
He means he's not going to tell you Because he doesn't know. But he will shoot his mouth off with you now that you're working for Everard. Who he is and what they're fighting for. This is interesting.
Okay. Sure, I did all that at some point. One of the things I really wish we did get in the game, and I understand sort of why we don't, but I really wish there was a final confrontation with Everard. I mean, not even a confrontation, but just some sort of post-tribunal conversation with Everard. He's such a good character. Like, he's so... The juxtaposition between him and Joyce is so fascinating. I mean, him being the communist and Joyce being the ultra-liberal. And Joyce being, like, way more affable. Okay, time to finally find out.
This must be it. The basement door is weather-worn. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air, and there's a knocker shaped like a lion's head.
Carefully knock.
You knock silently. The upholstery muffles the sound. No response comes from the apartment.
I guess no one is in?
Lieutenant looks uncomfortable. Press your ear against the door.
The leather upholstery is worn and rough against your jaw. You don't hear any movement. In fact, it's oddly silent in the yard around you. No birds chirp.
Lieutenant, what is your opinion of this task we're undertaking?
Let's be honest. This isn't what I joined the RCM for, but every day tells you something new about yourself.
The lieutenant replies, still inspecting the padded door.
Apparently, working with the local union boss to get info on an investigation is not something I'm squeamish about.
You don't mind if I unlock the door?
I mind that the local thug is using the RCM for his busy work. But if this gets us to the bottom of this hanging, then I'm willing to look over it. On the other hand, we could just leave and tell Everard we opened the door. No one seems to be tailing us to see if we actually did it. Yes, presenting a fabrication is known to get results here and there. You took this task. You make the call.
The door is right here. You can just open it and be done with this. Besides, if you never open it, you're never gonna find out what's behind the door.
Use Manana's key to unlock the door.
You try to be as silent as you can. It takes a bit of rattling of the handle to loosen the bolt. Finally, the door unlocks with a small clack. Thoughts race through your head. Only curiosity could account for stepping over that threshold. Maybe there's treasure in there. A white alligator. A fountain of quicksilver. As you hold the open door, you can feel the air moving. A little draft. A whistle.
I'm generally really happy with how my playthrough turned out, but I guess was account to a little bit of save scumming and such, but I really wish I got that final conversation with Joyce. It's too bad, like, I see why I didn't do it, because I just went straight, because I was really desperate to get straight back to Clausia, and then she leaves immediately after, so you don't get much of a opportunity to. Okay, so my friend did tell me whose apartment it was, but I'm happy. I'm excited to finally see what we can find in here. Oh, magnesium. A small suitcase full of clothes. Guests are staying over? A book titled The Hidden World of Walking Sticks lies open. You can almost feel the warmth of the red sun on the flag.
This is the flag of Revachol, the suzerainty.
What's with the sun?
This isn't just one sun, but there are little suns dancing around the big sun. This is the sevenfold sun miracle.
What's the sevenfold sun miracle?
It's an optical atmospheric anomaly the first settlers saw. Happens in cold weather. 6 small suns around the big one. This complex halo phenomena is how old Revachol got its flag.
Oh, interesting. Lieutenant, the old flag of the suzerain.
Mm-hmm. The tenant is an old-fashioned guy.
The There's so much characterization in that line read.
By old-fashioned, he means very right-wing.
Let's not bow to the flag.
The flag doesn't seem to mind. It's just a colorful fabric with a sun sewn onto it. Like all feudal flags, it looks like a children's drawing.
Interesting. Oh, we get... Oh, I missed a nice shirt. Whoever lives here admires fair-haired fantasy heroes with big muscles. And now the most important part, I believe. Oh.
A row of mugs sits on the shelf. Each one depicts a human figure. A dark-skinned woman grinning amidst mysterious symbols. A broad-shouldered man shoveling potatoes, and others.
Tap on the mugs.
A little ring. Though cheerful, the images on the ceramic make you vaguely uncomfortable.
Oh, thank you for hanging out, sad cat. Have a good time at work.
There's something disdainful in the way the curves and lines of the bodies were drawn. The images betray a lack of interest in human beings. They are merely unflattering caricatures.
What do I mean, uncomfortable?
The owner of these mugs doesn't like people of other ethnicities very much.
So what? They can think what they want? This is a free world? Thanks, good to know. I have no opinion on this. Oh my gosh. Typical asshole.
This person is unhappy. The lieutenant picks up one of the mugs, then puts it back down with a look of disdain.
I'm beginning to feel better about breaking into this man's apartment.
I feel like I should have done this in my playthrough. Whip out your yellow man mug and compare.
Yes, your broken mug friend would feel very much at home here. The same humor, the same mocking lines.
There's the missing tin soldier. Whoever lives here might have used the Whirling's container to dump his trash. And now they've drawn the ire of the Union. The plot thickens, as they say.
An interesting little clue. Let's see where this goes. Clues have a way of magically connecting to other clues down the road. Perhaps you should break into apartments more often.
I should have. Do you really think it's the same person who put the dead man's clothes in the trash?
Who knows? I'm not expecting too much from this clothes in the trash lead either way. It might turn out to be some random local matter, but still, a nice coincidence.
You could ask Everard who this person is once you're done here.
Okay, move on from the mugs. What's this? The smell of disinfectant in the room smells like chemicals. Anything else? Nope. Pretty fun. So again, I really thought I'd find like somebody hiding from Everard and I'd feel terrible, but I should have just done that. Although it was pretty much a good reveal that after all that stress, there's also another place I never visited. After all that stress, it turning out to be Gary was an incredible reveal. All that stress, and it turned out to be Gary's apartment. Okay, so now there's a locked apartment I never went into. This one?
This door has been closed with a padlock.
Okay.
A chalk.
Chain cutters.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk drawn number on the board says, "The shackle snaps like a twig, and the lock falls to the floor with a little thud. It should be possible to enter now."
After you, detective.
He's cool with that too?
Master Investigator, you just can't keep yourself away from locked and hidden places, can you?
Oh, it's supposed to be a thought for doing both of these. What do you mean?
Nothing, nothing. You're right. Get in there. Deep. Invade every personal space. Break every lock.
Just browsing.
Yes, That's what it is. A quick peek here, a short glance there. It's all quite delectable.
What's this thought? Temporary research bonus, -1, esprit de corps, confusing behavior. By now it's clear that you like to look inside containers. You like to open doors and see what's behind them. Maybe secrets, maybe more juicy containers? Let's be honest, you like all containers. Trash cans, utensil trays, manholes, coat pockets, secret containers left behind by the Philippine kings that hold forbidden relics. Okay, you haven't come across one of those yet, but one day. Wait, is that why you're so hell-bent on opening containers? Do you think you'll find the Holy Scepter and the Orbe de Montagne? Cool. Okay, enter. Oh, we got a bullet. What? Oh, you can just find another bullet here? I was stressed about not having any bullets for the gun, and you can just find one? I mean, I don't know if this actually fits in the gun, but... What? What? Got one bullet. It just... Just get it? That's why. What? And why? And why is Kim there? Kim just faced through the wall again. Kim, why? Good job, Kim. Books of critical theory on the monstrosities of capital and such. Photos of revolutionaries posing with guns. Revolutionaries love to pose with their guns. A flamboyant poster of a white star. Real lithography.
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name on the plinth reads Kraz Mazov.
Why does this tenant have a bust of Kraz Mazov in their bedroom?
The white star, the photos on the wall. I think we have broken into the apartment of a young communard. How fitting.
Oh, maybe this is one of... Is this one of the student communists from the communist West? Razmazov was a mass murderer. There's nothing cool about keeping his bust on your nightstand.
He was definitely controversial. The tenant here seems to like him.
He leans closer to inspect the photos of revolutionaries on the wall.
There aren't many communists around. Not after the revolution. Some youth still keep the ideology going, it seems.
Seems. That's it. Look, I mean, if that falls, that's gonna hurt. Oh yeah, they have a line mentioning you stole your stuff. Oh wow. But you get a pretty good jack. I thought Kim might be mad at you for doing this, but... Which is why I didn't do it. I didn't want to break into somebody's room and be a bad cop, but... You get a bullet. You off to the crusade? Oh, good luck, Jack. Thank you. You too. Stay safe. I'm probably gonna finish up in just a moment anyway. Ow, yeah. Oh, I'm astounded that there's just a bullet. Do you even need a second one? I'm trying to think when you get to use your bullets. You can use one during the tribunal. I just didn't because I had the Molotov cocktie. I guess this would mean you would get one when you get your gun back. You would have one earlier than when you get the one when you try and find Ruby. Oh, I'm really interested now what it's for. Pikachu Kuno, no! Oh yeah, I do know that there's a... I did see that dialogue where there's the option to... There is a game over for shooting Kuno S. Is it? Oh, but that's with Kim's gun. Maybe if you get the gun and then confront the Hardys, you can use your own gun instead of going for Kim's gun. I'm not sure if the order works like that. I don't know if you can get it in game, but I remember when I was looking at all the like special endings, there's an ending that might not be accessible that has Harry drink the spirit bomb and it's like Cop self-immolates. There's some, but when I was looking through all the dialogue, I couldn't see any option to actually do that. But the ending exists. That ending's really funny because it like, I think there's in the like newspaper thing that you get, there's like a line from Kim where he's like, well, he was going through a lot of stress recently. like it's a reasonable thing to drink your Molotov cocktail. Okay, well, I think that's going out with your baton is sweet, I guess. Oh, and there's another line where I found where if you miss your spirit bomb throw and then bring it up with Kim later, Kim says something like, you ask Kim what happened at the tribunal, and Kim was like, you threw the jar and missed, and then said, it's a fiasco, Breton, in a funny voice. And is the implication there that you were talking out loud for your tie the entire time? Because that's nuts, and I love it. Harry's been speaking all of it out loud. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the only line that seems to imply it. Like, there's other times where, like, Kim, like, clearly you've been doing this with Kim, but it's never brought up. Oh, it's not, I'm so glad to... Oh, I just remembered, there's a funny piece, there's a dialogue I discovered messing around. I just want to get that. That made me laugh, because I wasn't expecting it. I'll need to go to a different save to find it. But load game, we want something pretty late. Jackets. Let's do this, let's try this one. And make sure I have the right clothing for it, because I mean, this is where it's been, like, so exciting. Like, there's still stuff I haven't found. Reading, like, all the dialogue dumps. But I want to see these lines read out loud, because they're funny. But just, I love all the stuff they take into consideration. Now, let's see. I have the... Okay, yeah. Now, we're just gonna do a peek up here. Find Everard. I'm just amazed how there's so many like little what feels like important pieces of dialogue that... Vor? Oh goodness. Okay, one sec. I'm just writing down so I can block it. One second. Okay. Oh. Where's mine? Goodbye. Oh yeah, the 4 bots. Although blocking the URLs has been mostly effective so far. One sec, there we go. So I'll continue to do that. It's a warbot. I don't know where it's trying to link us to, but we don't want to go there. We don't want to go there. Oh, we lost Kim again. Oh, I have my sword in this file. I'm sad I lost the sword, but it went to a good place. Okay, so we want... So I think this is enough. We put on this. We put on this. And let's see if this works. Oh!
Wow, this jacket makes you feel strong. As if your blood is mixing with that of the venerable Philippian loyalists of old.
Oh no! Oops, I didn't mean to wear a nationalist jacket. Discard the thought and the jacket. No, we're wearing it. Mixing? Does my blood need mixing? Or is it as good as it is?
Apologies. You're right. The need for a strong central government has always been clear to you. You're a true patriot of Revachol, born to do it. It's time to clean up the streets and restore the city to its former glory. Whether you like it or not, this jacket gives you serious nationalist cred.
Well, it and the sword. The pants and the sword is a bit of a combination. Now, hopefully this will trigger. Hello, Everett.
Mr. Dubois, the word in Martinez
Okay,
is a certain police officer is once again happily reunited with his service weapon.
Maybe this overwrites it.
I prefer my police officers
Okay.
old-fashioned like that. With Mr. Dubois, why on earth do you dress like my recently deceased security guard?
Oh. Oh, I love that it takes this to account. Oops, maybe this isn't entirely appropriate.
Stealing the clothes of a security guard who'd only just died of old age? Well, maybe not entirely, but you had business to discuss with me, Harry.
Okay, that's it. That line made me laugh. Like, oops. But you get, there's stuff like, as the man is the mass of 53 people. I want his chair. Looks amazing. I think there's, like, if you wear the, I never really did it, but the stuff you take from, the smoker on the balcony. Never learn his name. If you take his stuff and wear it in front of him, he'll also comment on it. But that made me laugh. His clothes, you mean our clothes? Yeah, that's just a piece of dialogue I wanted to see. Okay, I think I'm done again for a little bit. But I don't want to say goodbye to disco again. I love it so much. I need to figure out, I mean, we have to move on to other games, but I'm definitely here to return to disco. Whenever there's an opportunity, like getting those achievements. And maybe in a little while I'll do another playthrough, because I love it. You gotta go. Bye, Evie. Thank you for hanging around. Thank you. So yeah, so I'm gonna finish up here. Thank you everybody for joining me again, and it was good to... It was again good to sort of decompress some of the stuff I've been thinking about. Yeah, that was cool. I wanted to see a lot of it. Yeah, so I'm glad I had a lot of appropriate saves and had a mod to bring in just in case. Because I definitely wouldn't have been able to do like the high electrochemistry stuff. Oh, maybe if I put all my points and maybe I had enough clothing. I didn't check because we do have quite a few electrochemistry things. But I'll be here whenever they add new chivos or content. I'm here. I'm down for it. And it's good to just talk about some of the stuff so I thought about the ending as well. Do you have other games in mind? Yes, there's some. I have been looking for... I've been playing Mystery of the Druids as sort of a... something different at the moment, but stuff I am looking for more story-based stuff. I'm looking at the Sexy Brutale as like another short sort of mystery game. Oh, Pathologic. I am thinking of... I was gonna buy them on Steam sale, both the original and Pathologic 2. And I bought it because it was super on sale. I bought Planescape Torment since that was supposed to be a big inspiration. But it feels like a bit of a big undertaking, so I'm sort of saving that one. Inscription, something I want to play soon too. The two things I'm sort of really interested in are more like story-based games like this. So that's where like Pathologic, Planescape, Sexy Brutale fit in, and then strategy and card games. Well, let me get my Steam folder. Oh, Outer Wilds. That's actually, yes, I bought that too. Outer Wilds 2. I bought that. That's another one. 'Cause I'm fairly blind to it. I know there's like a time loot function. I'm just looking. Oh yeah, in my story folder of Steam, I have I Divine Cybermancy, Outer Wilds, Planescape Torment Enhanced Edition, the Sexy Brutale. And then in sort of my strategy section, I have Chrono Arc, Inscription, Phantom Rose, Troubleshooter, Abandoned Children. But definitely very open to suggestions. Very, very open to suggestions. Yeah, and then I do have Outer Wilds. Let me put that in the folder, in my story folder. I'm just looking what I downloaded. I haven't organized. I bought Spec Ops The Line, and I've never played it. But I'm not very confident in my FPS skills. Yeah, Troubleshooter. Troubleshooter felt like a good thing to play as well as Ruina, since it's also like a small Korean studio, and I really like those kinds of strategy games. Yeah, I mostly want to split between story and strategy games. I mean, I'm up for anything. I bought Sonic Adventure 2 at one point because I've never played it, and I want to. Subnautica. Yo, I am interested in Subnautica. I'm a little nervous of it because it does look a bit... I didn't realize I had a fear of, like, deep water. And then I watched a bit of somebody play Subnautica, and I'm like, oh, I think I don't like deep water now. But I'm willing to try it. There's a lot that like does appeal to me. I do like that exploration. I do like all that exploration focus. And base building seems fun. Oh, actually, you know, I'm just looking at my folder. Fallout New Vegas. I've never played and I've always wanted to play. And that's sitting in my folder. It's again one of those ones where I'm like not very good at FPS, so I've been nervous. And I also know that I'll probably want to look into modding it a bit before I jump into, and I never really got around to sitting around to do that. But Fallout New Vegas is something I've always wanted to play. Fallout New Vegas is great, but you probably heard that enough. I'm okay hearing it. I mean, I want to play it because people say it's so great. I'm just looking through my Steam again. I had some stuff on my wish list I was trying to... Let's see, what do I have on my wish list? Okay, I'm gonna buy Pathologic. Oh yes, and I bought the DLC, of course. Stalker, Shadow of Chernobyl, I've heard, also seems to have that cult following. But it does seem a little tough for a non-FPS player. I'm looking at my wish list. Ender Lilies, but that's mostly because I like Hollow Knight and Millie did the music. And Backbone. I was quite excited for Backbone. It's another mystery game that I was pretty excited for before it came out, and then okay. Backbone is a post-noir narrative adventure. Become Raccoon Private Eye, Howard Loder, and explore a dystopian Vancouver inhabited by animals as you uncover a deeply personal story of change and transformation. So I remember like the Disco Elysium Twitter retweeting this, and the art and design looked really cool. But it got really mixed reviews on Steam, so I sort of like, again, put it on hold for a little bit. It has really mixed reviews. Because I was really hoping for like another Disco Elysium-esque type of thing, so maybe... I'm up for trying. There is a demo. I'm up for trying it at some point. That might be a thing to do. Oh, Valhalla. Good point. That's another... I've never played Valhalla. And I know very little about it. Good point. Let me write that down as well. And for New Year's, I was gonna write down all the games I was sort of looking to play and go back to for a little bit on my Twitter. Yeah, so many games to play. And the one thing I've been quite wanting to do is I still want to go back to Lobotony Corporation for my 100% run. Originally I wasn't gonna do it on stream, but then I thought, it's there. I'm sure some people would like to see it. And I thought maybe that it could be like a funny endurance stream, because like a lot of the abnormalities I've left are the super hateful ones, like the train, parasite tree. I don't even think I finished getting all the information from Shelter. It's gonna be a nightmare, but it's there. But yeah, so many games. So many games. And then there's just gonna be more stuff coming out. I won't be able to keep up, but there's lots of stuff. But yes, I'm open to all suggestions. Any and all suggestions. Queen of Hatred. I did do all the magical girls, luckily. So I think for my story-based thing, I'll probably do Sexy Brutale after I finish Druids, because it seems It doesn't seem that long. It feels like a good in-between thing. A good in-between. That'll just be a couple of sessions. And then I can look into, then maybe Outer Wilds. We'll see, we'll see. I haven't decided yet. But yes, okay, thank you all for joining me, for this. I hope I could show off some of the new achievements. I just love this world so much. I haven't, like I think I said it when I finished it, but Disco is definitely in my top three favorite games at this point. It's just fantastic, and I love being in this world. I haven't stopped thinking about it, like, since I started playing it, basically. And it's important to move on, but it's just such a fantastic game, and it means a lot to me now. So I'm happy to be back in it, and so thank you. This goes always, yes, have a good new year. I will see, for my Project Moon friends, let's look forward to the Q&A, and I'll see everybody in the new year for Silent Girl Take 2. Yes, thank you so much, everybody. I hope you're all staying warm and doing well and having a good break if that's what you're doing, and I appreciate you all being here, being with me for this year. Yes, have a happy new year, everybody. So thank you so much.